Some of these films thrived upon release, becoming Oscar-winning box office hits, while others have come from more humble beginnings to drastically improve over time. All 10 of these westerns, however, have a proven ability to just keep getting better as the years roll on. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, a classic that thrives off the back of the iconic pairing of Paul Newman and Robert Redford. The movie follows its two real-life figures through an adventure of crime and chaos. When their crew's attempted train robbery goes wrong, the titular outlaws flee to Bolivia, but find themselves being pursued by a hired lawman. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, a western that has aged phenomenally thanks to its inward gaze. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance focuses on Senator Stoddard, played by iconic Jimmy Stewart, as he attends the funeral of Tom Doniphan, a local of a small, nondescript town. For a few dollars more, a spaghetti western that can only be described as exemplary. For a Few Dollars More features one of the most intriguing villains in the genre. It excels as a simple story told incredibly well, primarily because it is propped up by Leone's immaculate sense of grit, fun, and drama. The Wild Bunch. Following a group of aging outlaws as they plan to carry out one last big heist before retiring, only to end up in a savage border town, the film became a significant talking point upon release due to its frequent and graphic violence. Stagecoach. Stagecoach will always be famous as the film that cemented John Wayne as a movie star. The Western drama follows the passengers of a stagecoach voyage from Tonto to Lordsburg, a trek made all the more hazardous by the ever-present threat of the Apache warriors in the area. As tensions rise, the group finds itself having to work together or face death. Unforgiven. The famous film follows a retired, once notorious gunfighter as he takes up arms again, having fallen upon desperate times. Teaming up with a fellow retired outlaw and a boastful young gunslinger, he sets out to collect a bounty on a cowboy who disfigured a prostitute. Once Upon a Time in the West. The sweeping epic centers around Jill, a prostitute who, when her new husband is murdered, inherits a plot of land that is vital to the railroad. When the railroad tycoon's sadistic henchman sets out to murder Jill as well, she finds unlikely ally in the outlaw framed for her husband's death. The Searchers. Viewed by many to be the greatest film of John Wayne's career, The Searchers is a timeless Western classic thanks to its embracing of confronting darker ideas surrounding its central heroes. Wayne stars as an abrasive Civil War veteran who returns home to Texas where his family is attacked by Comanches. High Noon. High Noon follows Marshal Will Kane, Gary Cooper, as he learns a criminal he arrested has been released from prison and is setting out to murder him for revenge. Kane feels duty-bound to defend the town, but his efforts to round up a posse to support him fall unexpectedly flat, and he is left to confront his violent adversary alone. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly follows two reluctant allies, each of whom knows one half of the whereabouts of a stash of gold. As they trek across a Civil War-torn America in search of the hidden wealth, they find themselves being pursued by a sadistic mercenary.